News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Deputies purchase gifts for area children, and pillows, sheets, and blankets are donated to a charitable cause. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Shop with SWAT brings smiles to area kids. It's Thursday, December 20th. I'm Eunette Gentry. The Nye County Sheriff's Office SWAT team members converged on Walmart Wednesday night to conduct the annual Shop with a Cop. The surprise event is held annually all over the country and unites youth and law enforcement to help break down some barriers.
I'm here on behalf of the Nye County Sheriff's Office and the Nye County Sheriff's Office SWAT team. I feel privileged and honored to be out here tonight along with my fellow officers and my team. We were able to do something we've been planning for weeks. We were able to do a Shop with the Cop. We did a little twist on it and did Shop with SWAT. Personally, for me, and I know on behalf of these fellows, it was very enlightening. Made even us smile as much as it did the kids. We were able to come out and take kids that may not be able to have presents or may not be able to get the things they want for Christmas and show them a holiday spirit. We were able to take them around the store, get them gifts, get them items they wanted, and it was something that I really feel privileged about. It was something that the whole team really enjoyed. We've all been sitting here smiling since. It was just something that I think the community needed to feel and something we enjoyed doing for the community. We were joined by the sheriff and some sergeants also, and we were able to select kids that had no clue this was coming. They were completely unexpected. They thought they were just going to be on a Walmart trip with mom, and we were able to make it a special one, hopefully something they don't forget. I'd say it's a privilege and an honor to be able to do these things and return to the community for all the love and support that we receive from the community.
Thank you for the officers. Merry Christmas.
We all walked in there. My SWAT team was so timid they wouldn't hardly talk to anybody when we started, and then the spirit of Christmas took over. I saw the grins on the kids' faces, and it took off. They were as delighted as the children were, and they were able to give back to the community. It was fantastic.
There was some stories about how a mom said that she couldn't pay off her layaway, and so this was something that was really touching to her because she didn't think that she was going to have a Christmas.
Well, yes, and we have a lot of stories like that. We'll be delivering Christmas and presents and food baskets for the next several days. Yeah. In preparation for Christmas, and hopefully to put a little joy back in the hearts of people and understand that the Nye County Sheriff's Office is just people, yeah, and we care about people. It's funded by the stores. It's funded by the individual police officers. I fund part of it. Sergeant Shrimp funds part of it. And he's always been there to pick up what we didn't have, and yeah, it's been fantastic.
And right now we have some tickets to give away for New Year's Eve. They're for the House of Blues tribute to Neil Diamond. So if you want those tickets, give us a call right now at 775-727-9400, extension 201, to get your 4 tickets to Super Diamond. And once again, call 775-727-9400, extension 201, if you want to have those plans for this New Year's Eve. Good luck.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the nonprofit Sleep in Heavenly Peace has collected some donations from the folks at Nevada Realty. That branch is a collection station for the charity, which builds beds for kids in our area who have none.
Hi, we are Nevada Realty, and we have chosen Sleep in Heavenly Peace as our charity this year for Christmas. And we have come together and gathered sheets and blankets and pillows and all kinds of bedding and comforters for the kids of Pahrump who are in need of a bed. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a great new organization that could really use your support. They're putting kids who are sleeping on floors and on couches and co-sleeping into their own beds so they can get a good night's sleep. Thank you for donating, and come help us out. Thank you. Gary came and talked to us at our office meeting, and I worked for the school system for a long time, and there's a lot of kids who just need to get a little bit of extra help, and this seemed like a good way to help the people of Pahrump. Any kind of bedding for a twin bed, they're putting them with the new beds that they're building for the kids of Pahrump. So sheets, comforters, blankets, pillows, pillowcases, whatever we can come up with, all new, so that the kids can start out fresh and get a good night's sleep.
So how long are you collecting these for?
We're trying to have everything together by Friday, but we are a donation site for the charity, so anytime that you're ready to drop off a donation or anything throughout the year.
All new items, right?
All new items, but our main drive is going to end on Friday for a bit, and then we'll probably pick it back up, but we'll be open to donations all year. Nevada Realty is at 1771 South Highway 160, and we're right across from the Calvada Fountain.
And what is the phone number if people have questions?
775-727-1818.
The statistics are about 1% to 2% of your population, so we're talking maybe 500 kids here right in the town that need beds. They're not in beds. Better beds, better sleep, better grades, better job, better life. It all starts with a bed, and I just challenge everybody in this town to help out any way they can, whether it's with money or actual donations like bedding and whatnot, or when we call for volunteers to put the beds together, come on out and help, or when we deliver them. So there's just so many ways to help, and anybody can contact me and directly, and let's make this happen, I'm going to try to have a build in January. That's not too far away. I talked to VEA the other day, and they said that's kind of short notice, but they would try. But everybody's, it takes time for some of these things. But if we can, whatever money we can get between now and January, we'll have a bed. Whatever that'll support, we'll build that many beds. They're made out of lumber, and I'm going to try to get it from Home Depot if I can, but if not, we'll go where we need to and get the materials, get the volunteers, make the beds, and get them out to the kids that need them as soon as we can.
And so these supplies, of course, Nevada Realty is a drop-off point, so if people want to drop off any time of year, they can do that, of course, here. Absolutely.
Nevada Realty, I can't say enough good things about these people. I love them all. They're great people. They do a great job, and there's other drop-off points, Secret Sisters, and out at the golf course at Mountain Falls. Any one of those three places you can drop off. Whether it's gift cards for, if I get a Home Depot gift card, guess what? That's going to lumber, or hardware. My phone number is 702-539-9685. Phone call, text. I also have email address, gary.bennett@shpbeds.org, and I check all of that stuff several times a day, and I will do anything that I can to make this happen.
Merry Christmas! What a worthy cause. Well, the feds have been raising interest rates. Angela Miles reports on that and more in today's Business First Brief.
Tapping our news, the Fed is lowering its economic outlook for the year, but intends to continue raising rates. It's expected 2 more hikes will happen in 2019. That means interest rates on loans, including credit cards, will increase. Facebook is fighting off a lawsuit. D.C. is suing the social network over the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Facebook allegedly gave Cambridge information about millions of Facebook users without permission during the presidential election. The stock has been dropping like a rock during the past year. Prosecutors say that Facebook has misled investors. Facebook denies any wrongdoing, including giving improper information to Microsoft, Netflix, and other big tech companies. J&J is planning to appeal a court decision. Wednesday, J&J lost a motion to overturn a $4.7 billion verdict on its talcum powder. Reuters claims J&J knew for years its baby powder contained asbestos.
And stay tuned to News 25. We'll be right back with much more local news.
News 25 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Green Life Productions received a license from the county to open a dispensary. However, the state of Nevada decided to pick another company and still hasn't released the name of who was chosen. Sources say the new dispensary is not a locally owned business. Mike Floyd, who is one of the owners of Green Life Productions on Loop Road behind Goodwill, spoke before the Board of County Commissioners at Tuesday's meeting.
Discussion and deliberation on SU 2018-000057, change of location. Application change of location of special use permit SU 2017-000041 for a marijuana establishment from 1231 South Loop Road, Pahrump, to 1205 South Loop Road, Pahrump. Assessor parcel number 035-38135. Floyd's Construction Incorporated, property owner, Green Life Production LLC applicant.
This is the same company, as I understand it, Green Life Products. It's just if they get a dispensary, they want to put it on that other, on the front part of their property. I didn't understand the bait and switch that supposedly was being talked about. So,
well, yeah, you are correct. Yeah. And the applicant's here, obviously, to speak further on this. What it was we had before the board last month in a new SUP. After talking with the applicant about that SUP, he had one that was current on the other location on Loop Road, right, which he no longer wishes to utilize. So instead of issuing an additional SUP, we talked about moving or changing location on the one that currently exists.
Right. Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Further discussion? I have some. Mike, question for you. So you'll no longer be using the building in the back to grow marijuana, is that correct?
No, that's not correct. We're going to continue to use that building because I have a cultivation license on that property.
Okay.
We're going to be using a portion of the front building as a dispensary, which is completely separate from the rest of the building, has its own separate entrance, which is per state regulation.
Okay.
And like Brett said, we already have a permit 60 feet away at the building across the street, and it fits better into our overall plan if we move it all over.
That's right, it was
to the same building.
Okay, yeah. I get it. I got it. Now I got it.
Well, you probably all heard now that we didn't get the dispensary license for Knight County. So, but we've already done all this work, so anything can happen in time. So they're not leaving immediately. Yeah, they'll still be there for quite a while.
Okay, good, because they asked me
assuming,
for a building for them, and I don't know of one.
Assuming at some point in time you do get the license, you're going to give them adequate time to move, right? You're not.
Oh yeah, we've talked to the CEO, I guess, of Nevada several times about it. In fact, he called me the day after the state licenses were issued. So they're all good. They're going to stay there.
Okay, good.
Motion and a second. Any more discussion?
Yeah, just briefly, one of the public had a comment about, doesn't know what's driving us to do this, just so everybody's clear. It's our job. That's why we're doing this. Read the backup, ask the questions, get the information, make a vote.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay.
Nay.
4-1.
Now, Kristen Fisher from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue gives some good advice to animal owners during these winter months.
our animals chew on power cords. They chew on lights, on trees, on power cords. So be very cognizant if you've got bunnies in the house. They're known for chewing on things. People don't just have cats and dogs in their houses anymore. I've seen baby goats. Yeah. I've seen rabbits. We've seen all kinds of things.
Small horses?
Small horses in people's homes.
Large horses?
These animals chew on cords, and they can not only hurt themselves, but catch your house on fire.
And another precaution I got to talk about, because I know that every year we see this, people put those space heaters in their barns with their animals.
And they do, and that's just asking for a disaster. You have things out there that, animals, one, kicking them over, stepping on the cords, pulling on the cords, chewing on the cords. They're trying to keep their animals warm. And if you're trying to keep your animals warm, the space heater thing is not the option to go. They have warming lights nowadays that are pretty safe, that you can plug in the warming light, hang it up high enough to where the animal can't get to it. If it's a small enough animal and it's a domestic animal, bring your dogs and cats inside the house. It's too cold out there. We have water frozen in buckets. Our hoses are frozen. These little dogs and little cats can't survive out there in this climate. If you have little animals, bring them in. If you have horses and dogs, you know, difference between bringing your horse in and your dog in. So, you know, your horse, they're acclimated to this stuff. We're not living in, you know, 20 below. So they're acclimated to this stuff, but your little tiny dogs are not. So bring them in.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's time to take a look outside through our Glenn Lerner Cam at our current conditions. Well, can we quite say it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas? Well, it feels like it as those temperatures drop overnight. Michael Donahue will have us take a closer look at our Christmas forecast after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's highs. In Pahrump, 67 degrees, Amargosa 65, 73 in Death Valley, Beatty 63, 53 in Goldfield and Fernley, 52 in Tonopah, and 54 in Fallon. Tonight, 43 degrees in Pahrump, 40 in Amargosa, 48 in Death Valley, Beatty 35, 29 Goldfield, 30 in Tonopah, 32 in Fallon, and 35 in Fernley. Tonight in Pahrump, we're expecting mostly cloudy skies, a low of 43 and averages 31. Sunset at 4:31 p.m. Winds out of the south-southeast at 6 miles per hour, 8 mile per hour gusts, and our humidity at 30%. For tomorrow, we're expecting partly cloudy skies, a high of 65, our low of 39. UV index at 2, our sunrise at 6:51 a.m. Winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour, 8 mile per hour gusts, and 26% for the humidity. For our 7-day, the one day of sun I mentioned yesterday looks like it's gone. We're now expecting clouds for the foreseeable future. And temperature-wise, we're still going to be working on that steady decline. On Friday, we're going to have a high of 65, a low of 39, and we're slowly going to work all the way down. And next Thursday, we're going to be at a high of 50 and a low of 30. So the temperatures are slowly dropping as we get through the month. And with that, I'll throw it back to the desk with Eunette.
Thanks so much, Michael. And it looks like it just might begin to feel a lot like Christmas as those temperatures drop from New Year's Eve's high on Monday to only in the 50s on Christmas Day on Tuesday. So remember to bundle up out there if you are taking part in any holiday celebrations, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or just the holidays in general. Remember to also responsibly celebrate. Remember that DUI patrols will be increased as NHP and local law enforcement will increase their patrols on all of Nevada's roadways. So be safe out there as you celebrate. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow. And remember, please have a very Merry Christmas. Good night.